Yep. Chat what it do, y'all what it do, man. It's your boy BUDDYRO, man. It's Mr. You can't fell until you quit, Mr. Jigaboo, Mr. No Sleeping, man. We don't sleep around here. We take cat naps, like Jesus say. This episode 114, man. Cooling right now, dog. I don't know. We ain't really got too much going on. What's some shit I see this Pooh Shiesty situation. That's crazy that more of the Pooh Shiesty shit coming out. You know,
Right when we think that we just seen it all in this Pooh Shiesty case, more shit comes out. Like, how, like, bro, I don't care how encrypted, how, y'all like to do y'all shit on Telegram, and I think what I'm about
yo,
to show y'all is on Signal. It's like Telegram, it's encrypted. The feds can't see it. Like, you know how y'all niggas be, y'all want to get on FaceTime, and y'all feel like that's not going to stop police or the feds from putting two and two together. You're gonna commit a crime. You can't leave no trace, nothing. All this stuff, none of this stuff is, I told y'all this yesterday, none of this stuff is really deleted. None of this stuff is deleted. When the feds come, they can go holler at any Meta, Facebook, Telegram, all this stuff and go get what they need, especially if they got a warrant out for what they want. So last
yeah,
night I
yeah.
had
All this
posted
internet shit different though.
a group chat of Pooh Shiesty recruiting 630s, 6 certifieds, 3 days before meeting up with Gucci. So something had to happen. An argument had to happen between Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, a disagreement. Gucci may have said something that Pooh Shiesty didn't like. Pooh Shiesty may have found something out
Appreciate that, my
and was
boy.
like,
That's
yo, I'm
real,
about to round
fam.
up the guys. The group chat's leaked, and the feds got it. And this may be encrypted or whatever y'all think that niggas not gonna find out. You gotta remember, it's 9 co-defendants in this case, 9, 10 co-defendants in this case. If we don't know if when the cell phones got confiscated, did they get this group chat from that? Did one of the co-defendants snitch? Are they giving them information? We don't know.
I heard somebody on Instagram did a video where he kind of going that Big 30 and kind of saying that Big 30 situation is he's trying to shy himself away from the situation and that he might be possibly giving the police information. You know, people that been in the feds had their opinions on. Appreciate that, my boy. That's real, man. That's mad love, bro. I fought with that. I'm gonna keep going, bro. I ain't just the run right now. Finna keep this bit rolling. A lot of people feel like feds has their opinion about giving bonds and what this and that happens if you give a bond. So it's like when I seen that particular video, reading the comments, people trying to say what Big 30 being home, and it, I don't know. They trying to say they trying to say things, and I don't really know what to. I'm just sitting back, playing the field. But yeah, this shit looking bad, bro. This shit looking bad. That anything that you think you getting away with when you deleting it on the internet, bro, is really not deleted. So a lot of these young niggas need to be in mind like the internet, all this shit you doing, taking your phones on drills and shit. That is never ever okay. And if you think you finna get off like that, bro, you got another thing coming, dog. Crackers gonna find your ass. More importantly, the police already knowing you did it when you think they don't know you did it. So you just gotta, I don't even know how to even preach that shit to you. Just stay out the way.
Um, Now look, the feds believe Pooh Shiesty has over 100 disposable members he can call at any time. Over 100 members he can call at any time.
That's crazy.
And posted a text saying he needed 6 certies, which the feds believe mean 6 certified members. So the feds already have this. This is not any breaking news that Sean Cotton is breaking himself. The feds have this, and they feel like um, Pooh Shiesty is a leader of his crew. He has the influence, he has the money, he has the
You're the
power
top
to
shooter from
call
my
shots
gang.
whenever he
That nigga
wants.
probably went
So
live for
January
real,
2nd,
man.
Wednesday, 3 days before meeting Gucci, he used the name Michael Myers in the chat. If you know who Michael Myers is, very, very dangerous guy who doesn't care about nothing. And he's gonna walk you down until he kills you. Michael Myers, if y'all know, you
He
know.
trying to throw that all on
But that's
food.
his
That's
name in this group
crazy.
chat. I need 6 certies for Saturday. Remember, the Fed says certies means certified members. Pooh Shiesty said pulling up on WAP, plus 2 drivers. So something had to happen. Something had to happen. He got in that group chat like, y'all, I need 6 of y'all. 2 drivers. I'm meeting with WAP. It's about to go down. Something had to happen. We don't know yet, but more is going to come out. I keep telling y'all this. More is going to come out. Huh? More is going to come out. More evidence is going to come out, and your mouth is
Yeah, the
going to be
cameras everywhere,
destroyed.
bro. One thing about the world
More
nowadays,
evidence.
like, even if you think it ain't nowhere, the motherfuckers in the alley somewhere watching you pee. You feel me? If you think you getting away with it, bro, I'm telling you, 10 times out of 10, that bitch ain't. Like shit crazy. How Fulio and all them boys just got caught with the ring cameras and all that shit on the Teslas, bro. They on the cars, they everywhere. So like, just being mindful, chat. Like to all the young niggas out there, anybody out there, bro. Like, shit, glove up, mask up. More importantly, bro, like, I understand, dog. Yeah, it's probably being recorded, bro.
Is going to come out. I told y'all this 2 months ago. Y'all said I was wishing bad on him. Y'all said all this stuff. More stuff's about to come out. We never thought we was going to see what we seen in the last 24 hours. Huh? So, Charles Manson, another crazy name. If you know, you know. Look it up. Overstood. 3 minutes later. Three
Yeah,
minutes
I
later
think
after
I
Pusha
think
text
Pooh
that,
done, bro.
overstood.
I think Pooh
And I
done.
ain't asking you when, why, where, what, how. I'm there. Overstood. If you know, you know. And a lot of people are acting, a lot of people are saying this is new lingo. Overstood is not new lingo. Overstood is, I have friends in the streets and overstood, overstood means, like, I'm on that. Like, whatever, like, overstood is overstood. But I'm just seeing a lot of people on Twitter, like, saying they're going to add this overstood to their lingo. And this is not new. Like, niggas been saying overstood for forever. And then you got the rest of the people in the chat. These dudes are on go. So I mean, we clearly see whatever Pooh Shiesty, when he say go, is go. Like he ain't. I'm there. Pull up on him where I need to go. Glizzy, I'm there. Let me know. I need drivers. I think that's Big 30.
It's fucked up knowing, bro. A lot of these young niggas who be living like that and be on that don't be the most. They don't have this. To be texting some shit like this, bro, knowing this robbery from beginning to the end was gonna be a sense of like a bullshit robbery where Gucci a businessman. This robbery was never really going to go through the way Pooh Shiesty intended it to go through. It never was. Them white boys that Gucci and business with, they gotta get paid. So this robbery wasn't just finna be a no-kill robbery. Pretty sure Gucci would have felt like shit if we get robbed and them white boys be quiet and nobody want to talk about nothing, just let it go. Gucci probably don't want to pay them white boys to cover that. And Gucci mind he felt played from the robbery, so shit, we gotta go this route. Cause I ain't living a gangster life no more. I am portraying that I'm, out the way of that, and I really, I think in so many ways, minus his diss song calling Pool a crash dummy. I think a little bit in me believes street nigga wise Gucci understand why he got robbed. I gotta go this route with it, but I understand it. Cause shit for so long I've been preaching to the young niggas, don't let a nigga play with your money. So that's why we didn't understand him calling Pool crash dummy, but we understood it in the sense of it's like you like corporate thugging now. Like more importantly, not even really corporate thugging, like you on the business tip now. So Walk gotta go this route. But this shit look crazy for Pudo, man. This shit look crazy because the text messages is a paper trail versus a group FaceTime call. Like that'd have been some shit where you have to prove that. But all this is the paper trail for the police to say no, not 25, 30, because he's the mastermind. He's the one. He's calling the shots. Damn, Pooh. Damn.
Damn fool, 30. Where you at? Twin Gotti, bet. When y'all trying to leave out? It looks like Big 30 said, I got the cat in TRX. These hoes drink gas though. So yeah, I mean, hey, a lot of people joking online reading these text messages, but the one thing I can say, these Memphis dudes, they don't go. But like I said, something had to happen to where it was about to go down, and everybody in the chat knew that. And like I said, more stuff's about to come out, and a lot of people saying this is not evidence and this and that. It all leads up to what's about to go down, and it's not looking good for Pooh Shiesty. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I tried to be positive. I tried to be optimistic. It's not looking good for Pooh Shiesty, man. And you think, oh, y'all think y'all seen something, huh? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. They're gonna save the best for last. They're gonna save the best for last, for sure. Now, back to what I was saying about these encrypted. I see a lot of people use Telegram and Discord and Signal. I think this is Signal. It's like Telegram.
Yeah, I ain't mad at
Nothing
it.
can be
At first I
erased.
was, but I understand.
Once you leave your digital footprint, it's there forever. When you think you deleted a text message from your phone, even when you go in and you go to delete recent, you delete the deletes, it's still there. The feds can go get it. Being on these tablets and this stuff is so dumb. It's so dumb to
Yeah.
leave digital footprints. It's stupid. Since like you can't outsmart the feds. They done seen it all. They know every app. They know every app. They know everything. You can't outsmart the feds. But a group chat full of members is crazy. And one thing I can say about Pooh Shiesty, and we see a lot of rappers rap and talk that life, them dudes moving. They ain't asking them no questions. I seen Quilly say they ain't even asking for money. they there. And these dudes took buses. Like 2 or 3 guys took buses. They was ready. They was ready. The feds say that certies means certified members. So I mean, the feds are already trying to put 2 and 2 together. They said Pooh Shiesty is the leader of his gang. I mean, he said it in raps. Unfortunately, I'm the shooter and the CEO. You know, so I mean, I don't see how Pooh Shiesty gets out of this. I don't see how he gets out of this, man. And it's unfortunate because he had a hell of a career ahead of him.
There's some talking finna be going. There's some talking finna be going. Just can't tell. I just can't really predict what side it's gonna come from. There's gonna be some talking done though, bro.
I don't see how he gets out of this. They're gonna throw the book at him.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about these text messages? I mean, everybody is shocked. Everybody get in touch with KD ASAP. 911, it's serious. Be ready. So I mean, they knew something was about to go down.
Yeah.
They knew. They knew Pooh and Gucci had a disagreement. Or they found something out. They found something out and Gucci didn't know they found out. And they thought Gucci, as being a known street guy, was gonna let it slide.
Yeah.
Thought he was gonna let it slide.
Real shit.
And
Exactly what Pooh
unfortunately,
thought.
that's not how it went for him. And it's gonna be a tough, tough battle. And for everybody watching this video, if you've seen the end of the Fulio trial, and all of them were just, my bad, all of them were in such regret. Because once you in there, you in there. And life keep going. Your girl finds somebody else. Your kids get older.
Yeah.
The fans move on. They don't love you no more. They call you a dummy. First they big you up for being the biggest boss.
I think what's bothering and like bothering and aggravating to know is them niggas who did that shit to Fulio, like minus the one nigga who kind of like, you know, standing soldier and he's standing 100 on like want to do his time. He did what he did. He don't care. You know, he riding with that. For the nigga Sean got right to act like with his tears, act like he didn't know what the fuck would have came with the consequence of what they did is crazy to me, bro. And it's so fucked up to know that one individual out of the situation got people feeling like that's every nigga's like reality. Some niggas know what the fuck they getting into when they do it. What Sean's situation is bothering to me, my personal opinion, is like the nigga was like in his own little imaginary world that we live in a bullshit like social media, technology era, forensic files. Like, bro, come on, ain't no way in hell, fam. Ain't no way in hell, Sean. You really thought, my boy, that like, no, we just got away. It was too many fucking red flags, bro. You guys was too impatient to do that with his birthday. And I feel like in so many ways everybody wanna say in their own opinion, or I think Fulio ready to go. I think Fulio baited them boys, and them boys fell for that bait of like, oh yeah, we that hungry to come get you. Yeah, we in Jacksonville. You going to Tampa? You didn't put the fly out. You didn't put it out there. You know, yeah, we coming to get you. And I think in so many ways, bro, Julio may have had a talk with God that made him go with that plan of putting that out there. Yeah, and that's what's crazy about it. That's what's crazy about it. Like the music is sinking in their head so bad that they really believe what these rappers. These rappers are the ones, bro, that when these murders and all that stuff get dropped, they're gonna be the ones pointing fingers and telling and trying to cut a deal and work. We all just seen it with Young Thug. We all just see what's going on in Atlanta. But minus Atlanta, we living in a time where, bro, a lot of these rappers are not living what they're rapping, and they're getting exposed. Whether it's about a female, whether it's the police, these rappers are talking gangster and they're getting exposed. And they're having to back it up, and they're not able to back it up. So it's just like for the kids, we gotta look out for the kids and say the kids because the kids are the ones getting fooled and manipulated and fucked over in the end. Exactly, bro. You feel me? Like what's so fucked about the Lil Jeffs of the world and the King Vons of the world? Love them. You know, if you're a fan of that music, no judgment on them personally, but if you're a fan of that particular music, what's fucked up to know is they had to talk about that shit in their music to get big and get on. They had to expose the shit they were doing. Lil Just video, like shit like that. That had to be put out like that on, on a ring camera. Like stories like that, bro. They have endings where even if you think we ain't supposed to see it, like the King Von situation that night with Quando Rondo. I seen your boy from New York, Bill Bobby Murder, that spoke about that situation. That would have been another situation, like I'm saying, that would have been you would have kind of questioned that would have played out if after he would have hit Quando, if Tim would have pulled the flame and upped it, them niggas out of town in Atlanta. You can just imagine how that would have went. Yeah, street nigga rules. If you up it, you gotta use it. But you just imagine Chicago niggas out there, they ain't got no flame. Like they ain't, and you just never know. But when it's time to put that shit on, rappers gotta wear that shit. Some of them not ready for the outcome, the consequence. The consequence Queen Vine face was shit. Lil Tim got a gun, and Lil Tim know who you are, and Lil Tim, protecting his homeboy. King Von didn't think he would. King Von really thought he was untouched anywhere he went, and it's fucked up to know that fan or no fan, but more importantly, a fan. That was his demise. Not in Chicago, somewhere else, to gun violence, where he was known for putting his work in with gun violence. And we live in a time, bro, where these niggas who doing all of this, when you go against God, bro, God ain't gonna like go against it for long. That's all I'm saying, dog. You feel me? Like God ain't gonna allow you to just keep going against it for too long, bro. I'm sorry.
Biggest killer, the biggest gangster, and then when you do what they say, you're dumb. That's how they doing dirt now. Think, dudes. Think. Think. I'm telling you. Think before you move and be a man of your own mind. Have your own mind. Don't let nobody think for you or tell you what to do. Be your own individual and you will go far. I'm telling you, be you. Nobody can be you but you. Niggas, I mean, you see this, bro. Pooh Shiesty had money, he had influence. Who's gonna tell him no? Who's gonna tell him no? Fuck that. Be you. Just cause nigga got more money than you or influence, you don't gotta move when he say move. Be a man of your own. Carry your own ship. Be the captain of your own ship. But I ain't gonna talk y'all ears off, man. These text messages, they got the internet going crazy. Everybody joking. This shit is real.
Yeah.
It's a million YouTube channels. It's right here.
Yeah, this shit is real. Like I'm glad Sean spoke that, expressed that. This shit real. Like Pooh looking at Pooh done. Like in this photo to even kind of say that, bro, knowing he really thought coming home and doing some shit like that, it came with no consequence. Like, bro, that's fucked up to think that he had that mindset. Talented young nigga, but ain't got it all together in the head, bro. That shit like that shows. No matter how much you love him, bro. Keep the hat. You gotta keep them. Gotta keep. It's gotta be want to be better. You feel me? That's all. Niggas gotta want to be better, bro. Can't keep falling around. Can't fall in this. We can't keep the same cycle going on, bro. Exactly. Exactly. How y'all feel about Giannis going to Miami?
Now Medina, pulled back here, lets it run. Messi! History it does! 40 years to the day since Diego Maradona scored the hand of God. Lionel Messi scores the goal to make it the World Cup.
Family. We start today with the blockbuster trade. The
Yeah,
Bucks
I like it.
sending
I like him
Giannis
in
to the
Bam.
Heat. Miami also getting Bobby Portis. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be the first to report. Thanasis might be on his way as well.
Especially, they need Thanasis. They need to fill out the roster.
Milwaukee gets Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kasparis
They threw Giannis' brother in the
Yakushonis,
damn
pardon me.
contract deal.
3
That's the most
first-round
craziest
picks, a pick
shit.
swap and a second-round pick. The Heat's title odds jump from 30 to 1 to 18 to 1.
Hey
after
Tundra, how
trade
my
three.
audio
How
sound with
much
the
closer is
YouTube
Giannis
and the
now
mic and
to
my
winning
audio and the
that
mic? How does it
elusive
sound?
second
Clear,
championship?
good.
He's closer, all right, but still, he's looking like the Spurs and the Thunder and the Knicks are way out there, and he's like,
Thanks,
I
bro.
still don't think he can see them. All right, now he is closer than he was in Milwaukee. He has joined a great organization, has a great coach in Eric Spoelstra, and that's about it. I mean, look, Bam Adebayo is a very good player. He's there, okay? Starting point guard is Davion Mitchell, who I think is ideally a backup. And you hope Andrew Wiggins is still there. I imagine they've talked to him. He has a player option. And look,
Norman Powell
today,
might be
look,
there or might
I'm
not.
going to talk about Norman Powell today like he is Kawhi Leonard.
Hell
If
no.
They can't keep Norman Powell. It is essential that they bring back Norman Powell.
Oh, well, I think he's gone, but go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I mean, again, I'm sure they've done all the scenarios and they realize to get Giannis, we're not gonna have this guy that.
Yeah.
They have to have Norman Powell. And I'm not trying. Again, I'm gonna sound like he's a Hall of Famer right now.
For his
but
defense.
last
He's
year's
their third
leading
best
scorer.
player.
Last year's their leading scorer, and it's more the fit. 22 points a game. He is a great three-point shooter. 40% for his career.
Oh, okay.
Giannis obviously doesn't shoot the three. Bam shot the three last year badly, except in that one night he scored 83. He had shot 31% from three on 5 attempts per game last year. So neither of your two best players shoots the three. Wiggins can shoot it, again, if he's there. Mitchell's okay at it. They have to have Norman Powell because they need a perimeter guy that can get a bucket. And so if they have, let's say ideally they bring back they do have Powell, they do have Wiggins. That's not a bad starting five, but they have no depth. Portis is good depth, but basically no depth. They're going to be great defensively. I think they're going to try to beat teams 65-60. I covered the NBA when they had games like that in the 90s, but look, I don't even think they're necessarily a home court advantage team. I think they make the playoffs.
Not necessarily a top 4 team.
Yeah. I mean, but he's not much closer.
So well, listen, he is much closer than he was in Miami. He is not
Milwaukee.
Sorry. Giannis in Miami is much closer to a title than he was in Milwaukee, but he is not nearly as close to a title as he would have been if he would have went to Boston.
He made a huge mistake.
That is the, I think, facts on the ground here. I do think that, listen, it's Eric Spoelstra, it's Pat Riley, it's Bam, it's Giannis, and it's South Beach. People are going to want to go there. Now, this year, because they took on more money in this trade, they are hard capped in the first apron. So they have basically no flexibility for this year. They might do Wiggins decline his player option, sign a contract extension to lower his number a little bit.
So maybe they can keep Powell.
So maybe they'll try to keep Powell. My guess is Powell's gone as an unrestricted free agent, so I'm operating as if he is gone. So my guess is the best Miami Heat team for Giannis is 27-28.
That's risky, man.
Not
Right,
20,
because
not
he's
20.
31 and injury prone.
I agree it's risky, but Miami always gets pieces. They always get pieces. Alonzo Mourning, Shaq, Bosh, LeBron, Giannis, people
But those
will
aren't
want
pieces.
to.
Those were the stars.
I know, but so people are going to want to go to Miami when they next have flexibility to play with these guys. But this year, to your point, they are behind Detroit, Cleveland, Boston, and New York in the East. They are in that Orlando, Indiana tier for me for this upcoming season.
So I agree Giannis is closer than he would have been if he'd stayed in Milwaukee. I'm not sure that Miami is much closer than they were last year. Which sounds like what we're saying. Like they have been living in the play-in. To me, I
So
think
do you think they
no,
I think they should have done it.
I
get
understand why
did it.
they did it because there's only 5 or 6 people in the world like him. It's the hardest thing to get, so you go get it and fill it out from there. But as far as the Miami Heat projections, where they were last year versus where they are this year, I think they are only marginally better. You just listed 4 teams you have definitively ahead of them.
As of today, right now.
Right, as of right now. Not mentioned there. An Atlanta team that came on strong once they moved on from Trae Young. You did say Indiana. I'm going to Orlando. So now we're at.
I think you said 5. Did you say 5?
To me, it is Cleveland, Detroit, the Knicks, and the Celtics that are clear. And to me, they are in the Indiana, Orlando, Miami, 5 through 7 seeds.
5 through 7. But then you add Toronto, who had a nice year. Atlanta, who believes that they're building something. If KW was here, he'd say, what about Charlotte finished strong and what they were doing? Philadelphia, whatever their 2 young guards are. Like, I disagree with these Vegas odds. I think to Brew's point that right now Miami has, if they keep Norman Powell, 1 top 6 player in Giannis, 1 other top 30 player in Bam. On the King of the Hill I looked at, we had him in the 20s. And I think that's about fair. And with Norman Powell, 1 other top 75 player.
Maybe Wiggins.
I think if we, I don't think Wiggins is, the way he's played, the last couple of years is of that caliber. But so that is not a championship caliber team by any stretch. And this is what makes me, sad is maybe too strong of a word, but I'm going to use sad about this because I really value deep, long playoff runs, even if they don't end in championships. You value championships the most, but in college basketball, we do a great job celebrating Final Fours, and then we don't care about them at all in any other sport. But I do think there is something to, this guy made round 3, he made round 2, then he made round 3 again. And Giannis, and I've talked about this with Durant, about there being a line of demarcation in his career, of always being in deep playoff runs to never being in deep playoff runs. Giannis's last 5 years against the previous 5 years, his points per game in the playoffs have actually gone up. He's won 1 series in the last 5 years, 8 games. And that is a hard thing for me to see changing dramatically with this decision.
Well, one of the problems for him has been he's been hurt. He missed 8 of the Bucks' last 16 playoff games. So he's always injured. And Miami was one of the teams that beat him up.
I was at the game. He got hurt in game 1 of that series. They were the heavy favorite. They were the 1 seed. He fell on his back and was never the same.
But so this is can we show the series wins thing? This is a Bill Simmons thing. But these are, to me, 10 active guys. It's not the 10 best all-time active guys, but who have championships. So Russ and Harden aren't on there, okay? So throw LeBron's 42 series wins out.
That's a lot.
Steph has 24. KD has 22. Kawhi has 19. Jason Tatum, considerably younger than Giannis, with 15. Brunson just started winning, has 10. Joker, who this also could apply to Joker to a degree, has 10. Shea just started winning, 7. Giannis with 8 career series victories, and Anthony Davis, who it's injuries, and New Orleans didn't have it. We look at Anthony Davis as really only being a part of a contender for a very brief period of his career. After this trade, Brew, what do we think is the likely number this ends at for Giannis? 12? That he wins 4 more series? It's just a bummer to me. I do think he's an all-time great player, and I don't think the next few years are going to be much different than the last few years.
He made a colossal mistake. Colossal. In that he could have forced his way to Boston. He could have said, look, it's down to these 2 teams. I will only re-sign with the Celtics. And he would have been there, and to your point, he would have been able to maybe win a championship this year, upcoming. And then going forward, they would have been contenders for the next 4 or 5 years. And now he, I hear you. I don't think everybody's going to run to South Beach to play with Giannis. Oof. I mean, if they have cap room, sure, guys will go there, but
the history of the NBA says it's one of the most attractive, if not the most attractive destination.
When did guys run there? LeBron and Bosh decided to go there. Wade was already there. They went there to play with Wade, and then they got some veterans on the but those are veteran role players. This team still needs better players. They aren't just role players.
Listen, I agree. Right, if Chris Middleton signs for the minimum for this team, that's not moving the needle for anyone, even though Giannis would love it. I understand the realities of them for this year. But I will be very surprised if we do not at some point see a Bam Giannis fill-in-the-blank player, and we say, wow, Miami has some version of a big 3.
Oh, I will be surprised.
Again, not for this season,
I
but
will be.
a year from now.
If they sign Norman Powell,
Norman Powell was an all-star this year, right? So they think Norman. Again, it'll be Norman.
I think Norman Powell. Like I said, I like him there. They need him there this season.
Right, but they don't have. They just traded everything they had other than Bam to get Giannis. I don't see a mechanism for them adding a third piece, and it's why I don't understand. I agree with Brew on this, and I've been saying it. It's kind of weird. We've been talking about this trade for 2.5 years, and then it happens, and it feels almost anticlimactic. I don't understand why Giannis was okay with this, and we'll talk about it throughout the day.
Because one thing I feel like one thing Giannis probably ain't fucking with was the thing that Bron did. That whole like going bandwagon and some people take certain rivalries serious, bro. I feel like in Giannis' mind, like I never really beat Boston. So I think Giannis did though his championship year. I think he did go through Boston, yeah, Kyrie them. But shit in his mind may feel like shit. Bam may be a play he want to go help to go beat. You feel me? Like one thing about it though, a lot of niggas a lot of niggas don't run away from the competition. A lot of niggas understand that we can go do that and take the easy way out. But shit, I want to get mine. And how Giannis got his in Milwaukee kind of described to me the kind of person he is, bro. He ain't gonna take no easy route. Like he'll go and build and chemistry and gel with a team that we may not talk about a lot. And like him and Bam gonna be exciting, bro. Him and Bam gonna be exciting. Who they add the third person? Who gonna be the? I don't know how Pat gonna do it. From what they just said, they just sold the house, so they really ain't got no millions. But one thing about Riley, boy, Pat Riley gonna figure some shit out. Davion Mitchell and Norman Powell not bad. Just personal opinion, they not bad. Davion Mitchell, he can play point guard, get you some rebound, get you some assists. He can flow minutes. He can do his part. Mm, 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 mm. I want to say somebody's name, but I know he wants some money. Yeah, I just had to make a new TikTok, bro. They banned my last recent TikTok, so I'm gonna start doing my promoting my stuff and Twitching on my new TikTok. Yeah, I got you for sure. Zap out. Fuck through it now, but I'm gonna zap out y'all way, man. Wait y'all tomorrow so we can talk some more. You feel me? Take quick.